S the OG was right. Yeah, that YouTuber S the OG was right. You should actually not tell anybody about your YouTube channel. It helps a lot. He has mentioned several factors as to why you should not mention, so why you should not tell anybody about your YouTube channel in his video, and yes, it's right. I've proved it. Well, you see, in life there are times when you need positive energy, and there are times when you need no negative energy, even if there is no positive energy. And at that time when you need positive energy, then anything from critics can easily hurt your emotions and therefore your motivation. So don't tell anybody about your YouTube channel. Now consider this. You release a video, and from that video you spread it out to several people on your social networks or through your email and any other marketing method, and in due course of time the people you marketed your video to actually start giving harsh critique of your video and harsh critique of how you did the content. At that time, of course, it's automatic that if you're not strong enough emotionally, then you are prone to breaking down emotionally. And therefore, once you break down emotionally, then of course you can't shoot more content. But then that's what is expected of you. Once you start, you should be able to keep on posting content. So to avoid that emotional breakdown from your critics, it's always best not to tell anybody about your channel. The only critics whom you'll be able to tolerate when you have not told anyone about your channel is those anonymous critics. For example, if you are watching this video and you don't like the content, you're allowed to give a critical review of the content and possibly areas of improvement, and possibly even if you say any harsh words. Of course, I don't know specific people, especially those who are not within my social networks and even my close family. So that means that it is easier for you to tolerate critique of your content when the people critiquing your content are not actually personally known to you. So yes, the OG was right. At the beginning of this channel of mine, I used to release content and then tell a number of people on my social networks about the videos which I've released. But if you release content and then you tell people and you end up finding that they are not actually watching your content, you know that can be an emotional drain on your energy and emotional drain on your motivation. Because once you release your content and you tell people about it, you of course expect that they will be watching your content. But then sometimes they don't watch your content. Sometimes they watch but they don't give a like, they don't give any subscription, they don't give any comment for you to improve on. So there are several factors which actually can drain you emotionally when you release content and actually tell people about it. But then when you use the method which is the OG recommends, of course that will save you a lot of emotional drain, because the persons who will be giving you critique will be only the persons who are not personally known to you, and that's very important. I believe it. It's very correct. There are times when you release content and then you find that if you tell people about it, maybe they don't like it, so they'll watch it for just a few seconds and close it off. But that's not what you intend. You intend that when you release content, it should be watched to the full extent possible, but sometimes that's not what happens, especially when you spread it to your social networks, except if you're actually a celebrity or that kind of personality. That's when they can easily watch up to the end. But then if you're an ordinary person, then rarely will the people whom you spread your content to actually watch it up to the end. So when you don't tell people about your channel or your content, the likelihood that the anonymous people who are going to watch your content, watching it up to the end, is quite high. Even if it's not high, it will actually not harm you or it will not hurt your emotions. And that's very important, because you know that emotional strength can help to push you and motivate you to create more content as often as possible as required by the YouTube. So as the OG was right, since I discovered that when I tell people about my channel and they don't watch, or they give harsh critique, or they sometimes laugh off about the content, since I discovered that it's very harmful to my motivation to continue pushing content, I actually stopped. And from that time, I've been making content without telling anybody. I let the algorithm work on its own, and it pushes content to anonymous people, and of course some of the subscribers whom I'd already told about my channel. Some of the subscribers, of course, they don't watch the content. You can see that in your analytics. But then the anonymous critics who watch my content and give a like, they don't give a like sometimes, they give a comment, sometimes they don't give a comment. They don't have my motivation, as compared to if it was being done by somebody whom I know personally, or some people whom I know personally. It will be very hurtful to our motivation. So follow that advice by S the OG, and you'll see your motivation soaring up higher, and that will be a good thing for you to actually keep on posting content, so that your channel can grow. Remember, growth in your YouTube channel will take time. It does not occur overnight, except if you are a celebrity. Some celebrities post one video and it blows up their channel within just a day, or within a month, or within a week. But if you're only a person, just be ready to post content continuously, and then with due course of time, it will actually be blowing up, and then you'll be monetized. But remember, yes, the OG was right. Please don't tell anyone about your YouTube channel. For your own motivation, for your own benefit, for your own emotional strength, please don't tell anyone about your channel. Let the algorithm do the thing for you. It will push your content to the right audience. It knows which is the right audience for your content. If you are personally known, people get to know about your channel on their own, fine, no problem. But usually, try not to tell people about your YouTube channel. It's very important. Once you do that, and it brings positive results to you, remember to give a comment and tell me how that has helped you to stay afloat on loading content on your channel. To also give a like if you find this video useful and maybe motivating to you. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, consider giving a subscription, so that we keep updating each other on more new content for our own learning and for our own motivation. So thank you. Please remember, don't tell anyone about your YouTube channel.